Okay, so we actually have a story of an Arizona man who sold firearms to an undercover FBI agent for a mass shooting. He claims that he wanted, allegedly, to start a race war with guns that are in America that there seems to be little to no regulation for, and many people can get it, but we're not going to be talking about that. Let's get into this particular story. A firearms dealer in Arizona sold weapons to an undercover federal agent he believed would help him carry out his plan for starting a mass shooting targeting minorities, an attack that he hoped would incite a race war. This is according to the federal grand jury indictment. So this is more division for it. Okay? The people, it always gets me when people say like, well, why are you bringing up race? Why you gotta bring up that? You got people who are literally out here saying, I want to go and start one, and an FBI agent caught them. We don't have to make this up. Okay? We really don't. But let's continue. Mark Adams Prieto was indicted by the grand jury in Arizona on charges of firearms trafficking, transferring a firearm for use in a hate crime, and possession of an unregistered firearm. The indictment says the 58-year-old from Prescott, Arizona, recruited the undercover FBI agent and an informant at a gun show where Prieto was a vendor. And side note real quick, there was actually I believe it was Dallas, it was a gun show that was going on, and one employee actually shot the other employee in the chest, but they lived, but they ended up shooting them in the chest by accident. So that's something that actually has happened, where you have some people at these gun shows who are reckless with what it is that they're doing and almost killed somebody. Okay, but let's continue. According to the indictment, Prieto told them he'd been thinking about carrying out a mass killing of minority groups for some time in order to incite a race war ahead of the presidential election in November. Prieto later identified a rap concert in Atlanta in mid-May for the attack. This is what the indictment alleged. Okay. The indictment says planning for the shooting began in January. Okay. So he planned it in January and he wanted to do it at a rap concert in mid-May, and took place over several months at gun shows around Arizona. At the gun shows, the indictment alleges he sold 2 rifles to be used in the shooting to the FBI agent. He was arrested in New Mexico on May 14th, around the time of the Atlanta concert. While driving east from Arizona, authorities said they found 7 firearms inside of his vehicle. Following his arrest, court records show a U.S. district judge in New Mexico ordered him to remain in federal custody, saying the seriousness of danger to the community is extreme if he was to be released. Okay, so I 100% am for that. Okay, I am 100% of not allowing this person back out. Okay, the seriousness of danger to the community is extreme. How many times have you seen people? Now, this is for a mass shooting, a planned mass shooting for minority groups. And of course, there's going to be casualties of other people, other people of your own race as well. Okay, that's just the name of the game anyways. But what gets me is how many times have you seen cases where the person is committing a heinous crime and they're like, well, I think we got to give you bail though. Whether you may say, oh, but the bail is so high. Some people got money. Some people got connections where the person will be like, I'll get them out. Well, how much is it? It's $500,000. Okay, I need $50,000. Go transfer and get them out. You know what I mean? So I'm very happy that they allowed this person to stay within federal custody. It's very interesting that, of how it went about, selling to a federal agent and then also having the informant there as well. So I thought that was pretty interesting of how they went about it and how long they were trailing this man as well. But this is another thing. People just minding their own business. They're going to a rap concert. They're minding their own business. They're trying to enjoy, have fun. And then you got to worry about, because you're in a large gathering, you have to now worry about someone trying to literally take your life just because they want to start some kind of race war for the presidential election. It's just, are you that desperate for, I don't get it. Are you that miserable that you hate people that much that you're like, okay, let me go and do something crazy, or what I think to be okay, but you or some other people may consider to be crazy. And it's like, are you really that miserable? Okay, someone's over there, you don't like them, so you're gonna go and take their life now? But let me know what you all think down below.